Today I wanted to talk about compressive loading of the Achilles tendon. So when you go into a calf raise at the very bottom position, which I generally will recommend people go into when they're having Achilles tendon issues, just depending on the rehab stage that they're at. It's generally good to go to the bottom of the calf raise, but if you're having really low Achilles tendon issues, like kind of right near your heel area, that's called insertional Achilles tendinopathy, and sometimes going to the very bottom portion of a calf raise can cause compressive forces back there. And this study that I'm citing here by Pringels from this year, they looked at 42 different participants and with insertional Achilles tendinopathy, which is actually a pretty large sample size in my opinion for that specific subtype of Achilles tendon issues. And they looked at doing calf raises through the full range of motion, including the lowest position. And then the other group went through a range of motion that didn't include that very bottom position, so it didn't have the compressive loading. Both groups improved, but those in the group that did not go to the bottom portion, so the group that lacked the compressive forces, improved more in terms of like satisfaction, pain, and overall return to function compared to the group that did do more of the compression forces. And that's not to say that you should always avoid full range of motion, but if you're having symptoms that are especially lower in your Achilles tendon and you notice that every single repetition seems to just be hurting in a pinpoint type way more at the very bottom position of a calf raise, maybe trying to back off of that a little bit and not going through that full range can provide most of the same benefits, and even better if you're not re-aggravating it every time that you're performing the exercise. Now, with that being said, it's always important to get therapist guidance when you're going through loading protocols like that, because some pain is anticipated, and a lot of people believe, and I would say myself included, that some pain is actually even necessary to elicit the changes that you're trying to get. But having unnecessary amounts of the tensile loading, so like the stretching and stretching the Achilles tendon is necessary, but sometimes having the tensile loading with the compressive loading at the same time can often overload the tendon, especially in the case like with this study with insertional Achilles tendinopathy.